Okay, so I moved to like the shower shower place because I mean it's late here and I don't want to disturb the neighbors. So yeah, I was feeling a little bit anxious because I was recording um in a room that has like neighbors right next to it, like it's connected. Yeah, cause we're living in sort of like an apartment, so yeah, so I just moved to the shower area. But third point. Um, third point is I want to talk about the. I think it's okay. So the point is related to the Buddhist idea of shamatha vipassana. Um, and if we look at chapter 17 of the Lotus Sutra, distinctions and benefits, I'm going to quote. It says, "If he practices sitting and walking exercises, banishing drowsiness, constantly regulating their mind, and as a result of such actions is able to produce states of meditation for 80,010,000 kalpas, remaining calm, their mind never deranged." Okay, so imagine 80,010,000 kalpas is an extremely long amount of time. Like the amount of time that it is probably many times the amount of the length of the life of this universe. At least like we say the Big Bang happened. Wait, was it like 13 billion, 14 billion years ago? When did the Big Bang happen? Did the Big Bang Big Bang happen? 13.8 billion years ago. Okay, so we say the Big Bang happened 13.8 billion years ago. If 80,010,000 kalpas, I'd imagine if we mathematically calculated, it would be many times that length of 13.8 billion years. So it's a tremendously long amount of time, like unimaginable length of time. And actually, the reason why I bring up shamatha vipassana is because shamatha is basically um, concentration, or we can say that's meditation. We can say that's samadhi. And is um, vipassana is insight. Vipassana is wisdom. And actually, wisdom and meditation are not two different things. In fact, they support each other. So, for example, how do you get to this state of this state where you can meditate for 80,010,000 kalpas? It's impossible to get there without wisdom. Um, so this is something that's very important. And actually, if you remain calm and tranquil, so you're in a state of like relative samadhi, we can say that only then can true insight, arise, or only then can um, unperturbed or you know um, unperturbed and pure insight can arise only from a calm and tranquil state. Actually, earlier it's in the same chapter. It says yeah um, it says with the parameter of wisdom, the parameter of obtaining wisdom being omitted. But actually, this is impossible. And why is this impossible? Because um, basically, it's talking about here the six perfections, um, and or the six parameters, and the fifth parameter is wisdom. I mean, sorry, is meditation. My bad. And the sixth parameter is wisdom. And basically, anyone who knows any of the parameters in the first place is a Buddhist. And even among some Buddhists, they may not know what the perfections are. But if you're a Mahayana, or if you follow Mahayana, then you probably know what the six perfections are. And it is impossible for someone to just learn the five perfections without having learned the sixth, which is wisdom. That's why, actually, even though the Buddha says here the parameter of obtaining wisdom being omitted, I'm pretty certain there's a much deeper meaning to this that I have not been able to grasp at all. But um, it is certainly the case that, you know, if you can meditate and if you have knowledge of these five previous perfections, it is impossible for you to not have wisdom, as in, it is impossible for you to not know about wisdom as the sixth perfection. So, actually, the statement or this phrase, the paramita of obtaining wisdom being omitted, is, at least at some level, it can be considered to be an error because it doesn't make sense logically. Okay, so this is the third point. Um, yeah. Okay, I guess I'm just gonna say this. This is gonna be one video, and then I'm gonna have to cover the other 3 points in a separate video. But I want to give a specific, everything is basically now me talking, but it seems like I have no source or I have no like teacher. Actually, I do have like teachers in the form of, you know, wisdom from past Buddhist, masters, and also from the Lotus Sutra and various sutras and Nagarjuna's treatises, um, and also like Buddhist readings that I come across here and there. Um, but for example, there's a Buddhist master called Zhi, in Chinese, and I think he's more commonly known as the Great Teacher or Great Master Tiantai. Um, and yeah, basically, I think he talked about a two-wheeled cart and how shamatha and vipassana are each of those are each of the wheels. So basically, if shamatha is, if meditation is overwhelming, then it's like one wheel of the cart is too big, and then vipassana, insight, or wisdom is like a little bit smaller. Then obviously the cart will be unbalanced and it won't be able to run smoothly. It is only when, or even if insight is too great, again, the same, the same thing happens. So actually, uh, it's only through wisdom and meditation being balanced that the cart can run smoothly. And actually, because they mutually support each other, when wisdom and meditation are balanced, that's actually when meditation is at its highest level, and wisdom is at its highest level too. So this is the analogy I believe that the great teacher Tentai used. So yeah, they shamatha and vipassana, they support each other.